weather with Chief Meteorologist Jacob Briley.
Well, good Tuesday evening, South Plains. We are continuing with our weather aware day, and I'm going to hop off the screen really quickly just so you can still see some of the large hail that is bouncing off of the roof here in Tahoka. These hailstones are 2 inches about roughly in diameter, pretty close to tennis ball size. You can just see those kind of bouncing off the rooftop now. So Tahoka there in Lynn County, you are included in this severe thunderstorm warning right now until at least the next 30 to 45 minutes or so. In addition to that, we could see some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts ongoing there as well right now. So Tahoka, you're getting hit pretty hard right now, but that's not the only place that we're dealing with. You have now been upgraded to tennis ball size hailstones within this warning, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and this warning is going to go for the next 44 minutes. So again, that's going to be until 7 p.m. tonight. So heads up there, Tahoka. Let's go on out to our storm chaser, DG. He's on the storm in northwestern portions of Hockley County, and this storm, folks, is the most destructive one that we have in our area right now. What we're looking at is the base of the storm, a little bit of the wall cloud you can see right here. This is the wall cloud that we're talking about. This is our rain shaft, and in that rain shaft, you ready for this? We've had confirmed hail over 3 inches in diameter. Let's jump really quickly to link system number 2. That's where we have the current radar up near Abernathy. But this is the destructive tag. We have meteorologist Chris Whited in the Weather Center helping us this evening. But again, destructive tag, over 3 inch in diameter sized hail is ongoing with this storm here in Hockley County. Levelland, this includes you. So Levelland, you need to be getting to your safe places. This very destructive storm is headed your way. You can see Opdyke West, back towards Smyer, Dean Hodge, Whit Harrell, you're included in that Coble, right over Pettit right now, moving to the east and southeast. So once you get that arrow drawn, Chris, zoom out just a hair, because we're going to look at what's to the east, folks. This is Lubbock. There's LCU, there's Wolfforth. This storm is moving east-southeast, so heads up Lubbock. By around 7:30 or so, we could be seeing this significant hailstorm moving into the hub city. We're hoping it falls apart before then, hoping maybe it'll go a little further to our south and miss most of the metro. But regardless of whoever finds themselves in the path of this storm, a significant hailstorm is headed your way. Levelland, you need to be in your sheltering space right now. And yes, for the hell, because this could break through windows. Hailstones that large, if your roof isn't in the best shape, could even punch holes in your roofs. So keeping a very close eye on that. Look at that black core now popping up. Let's swap over real quickly, Chris, to our Barron button. Our Barron button is a really cool tool that we have exclusive to KLBK that looks at the hail sizes with this storm. Let's kind of get a pixel query there in your Pettit. And that white region, that's where hail is estimated to be over 3 inches in diameter. And Chris, real quickly, let's play this back. Let's loop this really quickly if we can over the past 15, 30 minutes or so, and we'll be able to see kind of the general movement that is moving east-southeast. Levelland, it's going to be a close call for you as to whether the significant hailstorm actually moves into town or not. And again, I am concerned about that eventually moving back down into the Lubbock metro area over the next hour or so. Chris, what do you have? I
have a report now. National Weather Service just received a report of grapefruit-sized hail in Pettit.
Okay.
About 10 miles northwest of Levelland. They're going to be updating the warning now for grapefruit-sized hail.
For those of you that don't know, grapefruit-sized hail is roughly 4 inches in a diameter. That's 4 inch in diameter hail now falling there in this. Let's go back over to links number 1 so Chris can work on getting that updated information out. This is a live look in Levelland. Levelland, get inside of your house, get in the middle interior room of your home. Again, we're not having an active tornado threat with this storm. The wind gusts could be near 60 miles per hour, but what we are most concerned with is that 4 inch in diameter size hailstone. If you get caught outside and that it hits you in the head, it hits you in the head, it could kill you, folks. This is a pretty significant storm going on. It doesn't have to be a tornado to be taken seriously. Doesn't have to be high winds to be taken seriously. It's large hail. You need to take it as serious as you can, folks. This is something you don't want to mess around with. But that's not the only place that we have active warnings going on right now. Northern Lubbock County, Southern Hale County, we've got some active alerts there. Let's go back out to DG, who's out in the field right now tracking this storm that is associated there in the northwestern portions of Hockley County. That's the storm that he is on right now. And again, We are also receiving hail reports of 4.5 inches in diameter out of this storm. So again, folks, we're tracking this one very, very closely. It is over mainly rural areas right now, but it is expected to be heading towards the city of Levelland. So Levelland, you need to be headed to your safe place. Again, because with hailstorms this significant, this will do quite a bit of damage to anything caught in its path. Homes, cars, people, crops, animals, anything that's out in the path of this storm is going to run the risk of seeing some significant damage from this. Let's hop back on over to link system number 1 really quickly, and we're going to pull up our quad panel, another thing that's exclusive here to only KLBK.
We're also getting a report of 4.5 inch, that's softball size hail with that storm near Pep and Pettit.
Yeah, that's the one that we're focusing on right now as well. So as we zoom in a little bit closer with this activity, what we're going to be looking at is a couple of things. So we've shown you our Barron button, our severe weather tracker. That's on the bottom right corner of your screen. Now what we're looking at on the left side, bottom left side of your screen, this is looking at the hail core associated with this storm. So as we kind of circle this, you're able to see where we have those areas of green and even some blues popping up. That is most likely where our hail is correlating. So the reason we're showing you this 4 panels, we've shown you the severe tracker. So as we take this 4 panel off and we look at our radar site, whenever you're looking at your radar in your Everything Lubbock weather app, when you see those pinks, when you see those purples, when you see those blacks, this is what you're seeing in your weather app. And as we head back out to DG, as you're looking at this from the field, this is what you're looking at. You see a storm here. You see kind of that area of green on the bottom side of the screen. That's what we like to say in the weather world. It's got greenage. What this is typically a sign of is either 1, very heavy rainfall, or 2, some large hail that is occurring with the storm. That is most certainly what we are seeing with this event right now. The current time is 6:21 p.m. and we're sticking on the storm here in northwestern Hockley County because you can see kind of this area right here, the greenage we're talking about. But as this rain, as this hail is hitting the ground, kicking up a little bit of a rain foot here. You can see some of that rain as it hits the ground. The wind is kicking it up. Seeing it here a bit on the east side as well. This is your kind of wall cloud, the bottom side of your mesocyclone. And then on, I'm assuming this is the south side. Looks like the south or southwest side of the storm. Pretty dry. We've got a rear flank downdraft coming out of the thunderstorm here, kind of wrapping around the front side of that. Front of it, we kind of have our inflow here. That's what's moving up into the storm here while we have kind of the lowering base here with that cloud. Now, what we're not seeing here are any funnels. We're not seeing any tornadoes. Maybe some lowerings here on the backside of this, but nothing to be too alarmed of right now. But we'll go back to link system number 2 real quick and show you once again where this storm is at. A destructive severe thunderstorm. They've added that tag to it for 4.5 inch in diameter hail, folks. This is one you need to take serious. This is what we've been talking about on social media today with our Weather Aware Day that we issued, not yesterday, but even the day before. We've been focusing on this potential threat that is headed to our area. Back on link system number 1, though, that's where we'll return to real quickly and show you kind of that circled area, that little black ball there. That is where we have the highest potential again of seeing that grapefruit-sized hail. So quite a bit of lightning going on with this storm too. You need to be inside, folks. Don't be outside trying to look at this thing. Levelland back down towards Smyre. This is going to be headed your way, and we'll loop it over the past hour to kind of show you the general direction that it has been moving. You can see that's more to the east and southeast, but recently it's taken more of an easterly jog as it's kind of being impacted by these outflow winds from storms we had earlier this evening. So what I'm going to do, bear with me, we're going to track this storm out, moving to the east-southeast. And what we're going to do is I'm going to track it for the next 2 hours, just because within the next 2 hours, that will have that moving towards the Lubbock metro area. It's only moving at about 30 miles per hour. 25 to 30 miles per hour. So as we track that out, Smyre, this is moving into your neck of the woods at 7:03 p.m. You can see that moving into the LCU area here in Lubbock County, close to 7:28. Wolforth, 7:33 p.m. Texas Tech University, 7:35. Downtown Lubbock at 7:38. KLBK Studios, we're located at South Loop 289 and University Avenue, 7:41 p.m. Out at Buffalo Springs Lake, 8:04 Ransom Canyon, and 8:17 p.m. there in Slayton. So again, this is a pretty significant storm that is moving through portions of Hockley County. You can see that overall general track is taking it to the east and southeast, and it could very well impact the Lubbock Metro. Especially right now, it looks like to be areas within the city of Lubbock that are going to be along and south of U.S. Highway 84. But we're watching that storm back to the north of Morton as well right now, as it does have a deepening core that is associated with it. In Abernathy, you've got a pretty significant storm moving in right now. This storm capable of 2-inch in diameter size hailstones and some 60-mile-per-hour winds. Down near Tahoka, though, you've got that really strong hailstorm now moving to the east of town. Bear with us for the lack of a smoothness of transitions. This is a live looking downtown Tahoka right now, though, as very heavy rainfall is moving through. That's about the only good thing coming out of these storms today is the heavy rain that we are finally seeing return to the area. In Levelland as well, this is what we're looking at right now. That storm not in your area just yet, but it will be heading your way shortly. The next stop we're going to take you here is out to Abernathy. This is on our live sky view camera there. Again, you've got some storms moving in, some modest clouds there indicating the instability that we have higher up in the atmosphere. But again, a very active evening still in store for us here across the South Plains. Severe storms are mainly aligned here south of Highway 70, north of Highway 180, just kind of pancaked here in the middle of the South Plains region. And it looks like we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning, quite a big one being issued for southern Bailey, northern Cochrane, southern Lamb, northern Hockley County. This will include the city of Littlefield.
Golf ball sized hail.
Enox, yeah, golf ball sized hail. But again, you can see that right there back near Enox, Pep, north of Morton, Pettit included in that, Oklahoma Flat, Whitehall. This area too has seen a lot of heavy rain today, so they're probably going to be dealing with a flooding threat as well. Let's real quickly hop back out to DG, one of our storm chasers in the field. Again, this is a live look at that storm where we have had confirmed 4.5 inch in a diameter hail going on with this. You can see it's moving kind of quick. From a meteorological standpoint, this is a textbook example of a supercell that we've got going out there. We've got a lot of storm chasers in the field. You can follow along with us on social media. And if you don't have it, folks, download the Everything Lubbock Weather app. It is free. And the Google Play and the app stores. In there, you're able to track these storms yourself, get the latest updates, get the latest information as to what is going to be headed your way. But DG's repositioning now because the storm is headed directly towards him, and we don't need him to be kind of caught up in the middle of that grapefruit-sized hail. But this is a serious situation setting up here throughout portions of Hockley County. That's why we're still talking about it here on your KLBK News at 6. Let's get back to link system number 1. And again, this storm, the area of most concern right here north of Coble, northwest of Levelland, and is continuing its track to the east-southeast. So Smyre, Levelland, Arnett area, Opdyke West, back towards the Reese Air Force Base, even Broadview, Lubbock, Wolfforth, downtown Lubbock, even right here at KLBK Studios. This is a storm that's going to be threatening us over the next hour to hour and a half. Now, y'all don't go anywhere just yet. We'll be back with more severe weather updates here in a couple of minutes. You're watching KLBK News at 6, where local news and local weather matter.